Okay. Now, Lankavatara, we have been presenting, and I think many have joined Lankavatara retreat for many, many years. Okay? And there are many schools, actually Zen Buddhism and many other schools, the Mahayana Buddhism, they are using Lankavatara. Yeah. And for us, the Mahashanti, we also use it. Now, here, when we say mind, or all phenomena is manifestation of mind. Okay, what does that mean? From the image, Rumini, can you bring up the image again?
Sure.
Okay, from the image, now we see the flower petals, we see the wave, we see the moon, the reflection, and the sky. Clouds there also. So, what is your understanding? The first chapter is about discrimination. It's about discrimination. And actually, in the first chapter, a lot of bodhisattva, enlightened beings also participate. They participated in the Lankavatara teaching. So, enlightened beings and sentient beings, how do they see the phenomena? So, Buddha in this Lankavatara is telling you, is sharing with you how the fully enlightened beings, how they see phenomena. How we see phenomena and how we discriminate phenomena. For the Mahashanti, there are three main types of ignorance. I can't remember the three types of ignorance now, but there are many. Maybe it's good for you to take notes, Mahashanti, three types of ignorance. What are these three? And from this image here, which part is telling you, is pointing to you about freedom from that particular ignorance? Can someone tell Guru what are the three main types of ignorance in Mahashanti? I don't hear anything. Vidya Maya or Rumini and Tejas, are you still there?
So the ignorance, yes, Guru, it is for one nature, for self-arising ignorance and conceptual ignorance, if I'm translating correct in English. So
Come again.
Ignorance for one single nature, ignorance of co-emergence, and conceptual ignorance. Sorry.
Can you please check with our Sangha whether they are aware, how many of them are aware of these three main types of ignorance?
Okay.
And Yuji, I see that in Mandarin, you only mentioned two types. You only write down two types.
Моля, напишете с единица, които не са наясно с тези три типа невежество, а тези, които са наясно, просто съм ги споделила. да ги видите като съобщение към всички. For the moment, one only person is saying it's not aware of the three type of ignorance from the Bulgarian Sangha. Okay, from Malaysia there are
Very
some more.
good. Bravo. So that means our Bulgarian Sangha who have attended Lankavatara, they are aware of three main types of ignorance. Bravo. Applause.
Имаме поздравление от Гуру.
Okay. Now, the first ignorance of the single identity. Single identity. So in the image, which part is showing you or is pointing to you about this ignorance to single identity?
Can be everything, Guru. Can be the wave. Okay, I am thinking
No,
that
you
there
cannot
is
say
no wave.
can be. You have
Yeah.
to be very sure, certain. First, you have to recognize and you have to be certain. Can be, maybe, these are
Whoever
terms cannot
choose
be
this
used.
image to represent the ignorance, so maybe he has to answer. Yeah. Usually it is the reflection of the moon in the water.
Never mind. Usually, these are terms cannot be used. Can be cannot be used. Maybe cannot be used. You need to recognize, you need to be certain. If you cannot recognize, then you miss it, and that's it. Not maybe you miss it. Certainly you miss it. Okay? You have to be very clear and certain.
Значи, моля, Санга, включете се и отговорете.
So anything about maybe, can be, don't spend your time here. You can just make notes yourself.
The
So
moon
those
and the
who are
reflection.
not sure, not clear, not certain, then you have to make a note.
I think Harshita just answered the same, the reflection of
Okay,
the moon in
what
the
is the
water.
answer, please?
Моля, Харшита, повтори.
Molia?
The
Ashita,
moon.
Molia, my happiness. Molia?
Oh, Mahkum Guru. The moon and the reflection, I think.
The moon
And the
and the
reflection.
reflection. Okay, so we have one answer. Other Sangha, please share, even though it's maybe or can be, never mind.
Отражението на луната във водата. Също.
The same answer, Guru, from Anisha.
From
Anisha.
Anisha. Oh, okay. All right. And who else? Let's say I have three. You have the first, the second, and the third one. Single identity. The third one, third Sangha.
We have one more answer from Yogi. Sky in the message.
Oh, no. I want the Bulgarian Sangha.
Ah, okay. Now Bulgarian
Not
Sangha.
the Malaysian or Indonesian, but Bulgarian Sangha.
Българската санга Бургас, включвайте се. Виждам, че имате желание да отговорите.
Картинката е празна.
So, the answer of Simeon from Burgas is the picture is empty. This is his answer.
No, what I mean in the picture, which part in the picture that is telling you is pointing. It's a pointing finger, pointing to the freedom from single identity.
Може би вълните и мехурчетата на вълните.
So someone, I don't know who, answer maybe it is the waves and the bubbles of the water.
Okay. Now, later you people need to find out what are the three ignorance, yeah? Because just now Guru asked, do you people know what are the three ignorance? And then only one guy or a few guys don't know. Okay. So I presume that you people know what are the three types of ignorance. Okay, the first is ignorance of the single identity. Here, nirvana and samsara are from the same source. The source is the sky, Dhammakaya, primordial emptiness, Dhammakaya. It's a sky. Okay, that part is pointing to the main source. If you see the sky, okay, then there's another trick here. There are three types of space: outer, inner, secret. Okay, but once you see the space, you see the Dhammakaya. And this is the single identity. Okay? So straight away, you point to the sky. Right? So that is, if you see the sky and you are sky, then you're free from the ignorance of single identity. So your sin, your karma, the energy, negative energy, for 3 billion lifetime, 3.5 billion lifetime in the samsara will be free instantly. So single identity, all right? Now, let us check about co-emergence. Which part is showing you or pointing to the freedom of co-emergence?
Pointing to the ignorance of the co-emergence or to the co-emergence, Guru, is the question.
Okay, freedom from the ignorance of co-emergence.
Okay. So
Pointing to co-emergence. If you don't see co-emergence, then you have ignorance to co-emergence, right? So which part of the image is showing you about co-emergence?
Да, и аз така мисля, водата, океана.
Не се чу. Чух само водата, океана. Някой се включи, само че не се чу първата част. Може би да повторите, моля? Понеже не виждам кой говори, като шервам картинка.
Аз казах водата и океана.
Окей. Аз
Към Бога кая.
по гласове ви познавам. Окей. So Anisha said Guru, water and the ocean.
Okay. First answer. Second answer.
Някой искаше да се включи още? Хършита? Ми се стори,
Maybe
че...
maybe here is the moon and the reflection then, because
Come
I
again?
thought
I don't hear you. Maybe.
yes, here the answer is the moon and the reflection, because the reflection is sequence of appearance of the moon. So if we search for the sequences and the emergency,
Co-emergence. Co-emergence.
so this can be then the answer. At first, I suggested that the question is to separate the object and subject, and that's why I answered this. But maybe actually this is the answer of the second question.
You are very
of the
smart to use the terms
co-emergence.
maybe. Yeah, can be, right? And you're not certain, but okay. Since it's just online teaching, right? And Guru is not so strict that we must be very certain, okay? All right, you have the second answer. All right, maybe you are right, maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe you are right. Okay, the third answer.
Айде, група, няма само аз да се путя. Давайте отговори.
Mahom Guru.
Who is
me-
that?
Vladimir.
Oh, Vladimir, yeah.
Yes, to me, the emergence comes from the line of the horizon itself. That's how I see in the picture. That's how I understand the co-emergence. It's where we can see the sky and then also the water, the ocean underneath. So it's the line of the horizon. How I see the co-emergence.
You are very close. You are actually good, yeah? All right, if you see the horizon, there are two types of horizon, right? And now you are pointing to the sea horizon. You're pointing to the sea horizon. So now, the sky here, if you are mentioning about sky and the sea horizon, you are pointing to the primordial awareness. The co-emergence here is about the moon and the ocean or the lake. Can be lake, can be ocean, it's the water. So it's the moon and the water. And water is always, we refer to consciousness or awareness. Okay, so Anisha, this point here, your focus is only in the consciousness, in the awareness, all right? And you miss the appearance, the universe, the whole universe, right? We can say the human world, or you can say 10 Dharma realms. So the moon is pointing to the appearance, the pure appearance. So the pure appearance and the water, So appearance is referring to 5 elements. Okay, it's the 5 elements, right? And the water is about the consciousness. So you have the seeing, you have the consciousness. So water appearance without consciousness, you cannot recognize anything. So the appearance, the moon in the sky, and the water, the ocean or the lake, they co-emerge. They co-emerge. If you don't see this part clear, then you are in the ignorance of co-emergence. Now, what Vladimir mentioned is about the primordial awareness. Okay, the sky, the Dhammakaya, and the water or the ocean is awareness. So you are pointing to the primordial awareness, but you don't point to the co-emergence of awareness appearance. So here the co-emergence, we always have to point to we have to refer to the appearance and the consciousness or the awareness together. let's say, you are seeing space. This seeing is a consciousness, or can be the primordial awareness. But maybe you don't know about primordial awareness, okay? Then this seeing is consciousness, the function of primordial awareness. Seeing space. So the space is so real, means you are seeing outer space. You are seeing outer space. The outer space is so real. And your seeing consciousness is also very real. Then you are in time, in space. I hope this will it will help you. The moment you are seeing space, then there is object, there is subject. There is me, I am seeing space. Me here is a consciousness. But if you know that all phenomena, the moon actually is referring to all pure phenomena. All pure phenomena. And the water or the lake or the ocean is pointing to awareness, consciousness. So awareness, consciousness, and the appearance, they co-emerge. Any questions about what the Guru have just shared about this co-emergence? And if you don't see this, then you are in the ignorance of co-emergence. If you see it, you are not in time, you are not in space. Or else you will be in the time turbidity. Why you are in the time turbidity? Because the consciousness is deluded. The consciousness is deluded. There is entanglement. There is subject-object. And there is delusion. So this is the first layer of your delusion. Yeah, the consciousness is deluded. And the first turbidity of time. Is Guru too fast, Vidya Maya and Rukmini?
Our Guru is precise. Not too fast, not too slow.
Okay. Can our Sangha follow this?
Моля, напишете, ако някой не може да следва. Една единичка пуснете като съобщение, ще разберем има ли някой, който не може да следва обяснението на Гуру. From what I see, they follow Guru.
Okay, good. Now, when you are in the ignorance of co-emergence, initially is your eye consciousness. Your eye consciousness, you're seeing something. You're seeing space. You're seeing space. Then is the mind consciousness, the deluded. The mind, you see, in Lankavatara, mind, no mind, mind is light. Now you are in mind. That means you are in the external. All right? Mind, no mind, mind is light. So when we say mind in Lankavatara, now we are in the Lankavatara context, okay? Then your sixth consciousness, eye consciousness, from your eye consciousness to your sixth consciousness, there's discrimination. There's discrimination and there's subject-object. Okay? So from eye consciousness to your mind or the so-called brain, and that part there is deluded. So from the space, that is illusion, illusory. And in your mind or so-called brain, in the sixth consciousness, we call brain. Okay? And here, there is some shadow there, right? Reflection. And you take that reflection as real, and then your mind is deluded. Okay, so that is the first mind. But if you are in the no mind, if mind is like, then now we move to the weakness consciousness. Weakness consciousness is no mind. Okay, the space just appear there, and just weakness is not move. Clear? Now from the mind consciousness, you move to the eight consciousness, just weakness. Everything appear, just weakness. Weakness consciousness. And from the weakness consciousness, and then you go to the function, the source of that weakness consciousness, then you can arrive at primordial awareness. I hope you're clear about this, about the consciousness, how your consciousness is deluded, and you're in the subject-object. The moment you miss the co-emergence, right? You don't recognize co-emergence. Everything is from the sky, the primordial awareness, and the appearance. At the same time, they appear, they emerge. If you don't recognize this, then your consciousness, you're at the very external. You're at the very external. Mind, six consciousness, eight consciousness, no mind, and mind is like, you miss this. I hope you're clear, those who attended Lankavatara, about how in Lankavatara, how we describe mind. Mind, six consciousness, no mind, eight consciousness. And actually in Lankavatara, you have to begin from no mind, and then to the mind is light. For us, mind is light. Okay? But many schools are using Lankavatara. So minimum, you have to be in the no mind. So no mind is witnessing. It's weakness consciousness. Clear? And then to the primordial awareness. Now, if we go into check about this part here, the seeing, initially is seeing objects. In practice, our five-step technique, the five-step technique, if you check it, the way Guru put it is, first, you're seeing objects, and you have to be free, naturally and free. Okay? Then you see your attention, and then to be free. Then you see your mind. Okay? Then you see your awareness. Then awareness seeing itself. The step is like that in our technique. And so those who have not attended Lankavatara, please look for Vidyamaya, Rumini, and Amba, and you will have first-hand experience in Bali. And now in Buddha, Heart Sutra. So Heart Sutra, for that image, the sky and the flower petals is about phenomena. So the flower petals is about form. It's about form. So whatever in the world is there is arising as if there is birth. Birth, aging, and death. Birth, aging, and death. Everything is like that. So we call that form. So form, in Heart Sutra, form is not different than emptiness. Emptiness is not different than form. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. So yeah, many years ago, Hashita was not so happy, so confused, So why form happiness, form emptiness, emptiness form, what is this? So Hashita is not happy because she is very confused. So there is a direct and there is gradual path about this one, right? The gradual path about the flower petals, about world phenomena, how you gradually from the first emptiness, you go to the second emptiness, the third emptiness, and maybe it will take you 3.5 billion lifetime, and to see the fourth and the fifth emptiness. Yeah. But then there is also direct path. Instantly, you identify yourself with the sky. Okay, that is about transcendental intelligence, intuitive mind. You have to work with the intuitive mind. So now, about the third ignorance here, about the imputation. Ignorance of imputation. Now, this is your innate ego, all right? And here, it is about the 6 and the 7 that is so strong, very stubborn, very stubborn. Very stubborn. So then there is ignorance of imputation. And which part in the image is pointing to that so-called imputation? There's ignorance. Which part is you can learn how to be free from the third ignorance, ignorance of imputation.
Отражението на луната във водата.
So Udita is answering the reflection of the moon in the water.
Okay, we have the first answer. We look for the second and third answer.
Бургас, ако искате отговор, трябва да си включите микрофона. Чувам, че нещо казвате, но не се чува. Виждам по-скоро, че нещо казвате.
Вълните. Вълните.
The waves, Guru, of the ocean. If you see that the wave is part of the ocean and is just the water. So the waves is answer from Burgas.
Облаците на небето.
So
Веселина.
the clouds in the sky, Guru.
Okay.
I think.
Here, if you are using wave and the cloud, we have to be more clear. Cannot just say cloud or wave like that. How these waves are formed? How they are formed? Or you have to share something like, what is the nature of this wave? Okay, who is the one who mentioned about wave?
Burgas, actually, Guru. Burgas. Yes, and they say that waves, they can see that waves are part of the water. So it's water also like ocean. So
Okay.
it's not difference between wave and the ocean. It's still water.
Okay. So this part we can take it. Yeah, but you have to mention
Answer
of the
of
wave, the
Burgas.
high wave, the low wave, the beautiful wave,
No,
right?
no. This is
Небето и
the correct
облаците.
answer of Burgas.
Okay. So the wave, they are water. Wave are water. Another one we can use is the moon and the water. The moon, the reflection. The reflection. Once we know it's reflection, once we know it's reflection, right, we are free. We are free from imputation. And once we see that wave, water, we are free from imputation. Once we see the flower petals, bond, age, and death is because of condition. When there is condition, they arise. Then you are free from imputation. So these are the few things that we can mention. Like the clouds is the same. It's because of the water vapor, from the water to the vapor turn into clouds, and the clouds, once they changes in the temperature, then there's rain. So these are condition, right? Condition.
We had in the messages one more answer from Amber. Waves in the ocean are samsara and nirvana.
Yes. Yeah. So samsara, nirvana, that point to the single identity. Yeah, that point to the single identity. About this imputation, if we know is reflection, we know is reflection, that is in the reflection in your eight consciousness or in your sixth consciousness. If that eight consciousness is witnessing, it's just weakness, and you're not moved, then you don't have this imputation. You're not imputing. You're not discriminating. You don't force imagine. You do not imagine. Okay? This way. So there are a few ways that we can look into this imputation. One is about condition co-arising. You see the water the water with the right condition, and then you can see the moon very clear. So the water with the right condition, you see the moon very clear. So it's reflection. It's reflection. And the wave with the condition, then there's wave. So the water and the wave, all this is about condition. Condition co-arising. And impermanence without self-nature. Then you're free from imputation. So I think from this image, if you see the sky, the external sky, the inner sky, the secret sky, then you see the single identity. You see the Dhammakaya. And if you see the moon and the water pointing to the consciousness, right? They co-emerge. Moon here means phenomena, pure phenomena. They co-emerge. If you see it, you are sure. Don't use terms like maybe, can be, then if maybe, can be, you're not certain. Okay, you're not certain. You have to be certain. You recognize and certain. If you're not certain, you are still in ignorance. There's still doubts. Yeah, there's still doubts. So doubts, then you have to check again and again until you clear your doubts, right? So about the freedom from co-emergence and freedom from imputation, condition co-arising, the water. Actually, you see the moon, the phenomena, they do not have the intention to actually reflect on the water. They don't have intention. Okay? And the water, you say, please come, moon, reflect on me here, show up here. No. Okay? They just witness. Okay? With the right condition, then there is reflection. So this is what Guru have shared in the one-day Lankavatara on August 8th in Johor Bahru. So the 16 Vajra strikes. It was initially prepared in Mandarin for the one-day Lankavatara. 16 Vajra strike. Primal, natural, void space. Strong will, still, self, isness itself. Moon reflection. Moon, we are referring to all the phenomena. Moon is the pure phenomena, right? Pure phenomena. And reflection here is about the water, and the moon and the reflection. So now the moon in the sky means all the pure phenomena, no intention. And the reflection, no mind. Does illuminate. It just illuminates spontaneously. In Mandarin, the translation, the English translation is Guru is trying to
Guru,
translate in such a way that we capture the meaning.
So, Guru, some problem with the sound? Can you repeat, please?
The English translation, Guru is putting in effort to capture the meaning. So the translation, the English translation is good for those who meditate, who contemplate. For normal people, maybe they cannot get the meaning because primal, natural void space, tranquil, still, self is itself. Very difficult for the normal people to understand, so they will have headache, okay? And now, if you don't see the freedom, the three freedom, then you are in your own delusion, right? So your mind is deluded. Your mind is deluded. But now, if the mind is no mind, mind is light. So now we come with the second point. This was prepared 2 days ago. The pitch of three self-liberations. With the mind, with the hot mind. Or here, I'm using hot mind because for those who have practiced the main deity practice, and those who have prepared themselves for the death in the pastra, then hot mind instead of just mind. Hot mind is the eight consciousness. With the hot mind, move. The hot mind, eight consciousness or light. So no mind, mind is like here, move. Now, if you are not in the eight consciousness, then you are in the sixth consciousness. With the hot mind, move. Here, maybe you have love, you have love, but you are deluded. So, with the wind here is about energy. Can be coming energy, can be enlightened energy. Okay, can be coming, deluded, or enlightened energy. So all your action, you see, all your action is, all your action, you have all the action, the mind action, yeah, the speech action, yeah, and the physical body action. All this is from energy. From energy. So with the hot mind, move. With the wind, act. So this is the path. So when the first poem, the 16 Vajra strike is the view, then here the pitch of three sound liberation is about the path, yeah, about the path, and about your conduct, and about the fruit. Purity, self-purifying. Purity is you're primordially pure. Self-purifying is you recognize, and you're free. You recognize. So self-purify. You recognize, then you're purified. If you don't recognize, you know, oh, it's pure, primordially pure, but you are not able to do self-purification because there are a lot of intellectual understanding and a lot of what they call the attachment, yeah, and you don't know what is self-purifying. Purity, self-purified. Luminosity, self-illuminate. Awakening, self-awaken. So this is the fruit. Okay? from the 16 Vajra stride to the pitch of 3 self-liberation. So it is about your view, your conduct, conduct action, and the fruit. So from the first image that we use for the first chapter of Lankavatara, if we see very clearly, then all the following, the second chapter, all other images, mind mapping is to enhance, to make you more grounded, more stable. So the very first chapter and the first image, if we get it very clear, then the rest is bonus and make it very clear, clear your doubts, clearing your doubts. So I hope that this explanation will help you for the Lankavatara participants, those who have attended many times, and go back, check your images, all the chapters image, the mind map, check, and the first mind map, the first image, check what is your understanding. And for those who are about to attend the Bugas Heart Sutra retreat, and those who are about to attend Stravet Samantabhata retreat, I think this image will help a lot also, right? Any questions? Yeah. I hope Guru is not moving too fast.
I have a question, Guru, please. Why there are 16 exactly Vajra strikes? Is there
Okay.
some meaning in this?
Okay. Because Guru prepared this in Mandarin, and there are 16 characters. Each character is a strike. Okay? Each character is a strike. And each character is about one type of emptiness. So there are 16 emptiness. Okay? 16 strike, 16 emptiness. If you read in, let me see, in English, it's not 16 character. But in Mandarin, yes. Ashita?
Okay, thank you, Guru. I tried to see how many words are in this.
In Mandarin, the
So,
Mandarin, pen, ran, xu, kong, ling, jing, zi, lu, ye, yin, wu, yi, wu, xin, zao. Each word, then we can explain and into emptiness. Each word. That's why it's called 16 Vajra strike. Okay?
okay.
You see, primal is the first character, primal. The second one is natural. Third is void, space. Tranquil. Yes, but to make it readable, then you have itself. Itself is not there. Okay? Moon,
Okay.
reflection, no intention. No mind does illuminate. So itself and spontaneously, if you take it out, you have 16 character.
Okay, thank you, Guru. Now I understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
16 character, 16 emptiness. Any other questions?
Имате ли други въпроси? If not, Guru, we can make some announcement if they don't have additional.
Make announcement, please.
Yes, thank you,
Yes.
Guru. Thank you, Guru. Значи Гуру пристига на 29 събота в 8:15 София с турските авиолинии. Каним всички, на които им е възможно да се съберем на летището да го посрещнем. So I'm announcing your arrival time and date, Guru, in order to come to the airport and to welcome Guru in Bulgaria, although Guru never leave. And also I will give the word to Anelia Darani, Vajra Darani, to announce the first activity of Guru in Rodopi Mountain. Anelia, заповядай.
Омахом, Гуру, with Guru's
Yes,
permission. Омахом. Искам да се обърна, здравейте, Санга. Искам да се обърна към цялата Санга и да обявя първото събитие от визитата на нашия любим учител в България, нашия любим Ваджа Гуру Йоги Тан. Нека да отпразнуваме заедно това събитие, като се съберем на 6 септември в Родопите, в района на Смоленските езера. Да направим един голям празник и това да не бъде просто поредното зареждане на кристали, а това да бъде нашия празник. Празника, че любимият ни учител отново е в България. Празника, че сангата се събира отново. Празника на съединението на България. На този ден ние не просто ще заредим кристали и ще ги положим в родопската земя, за която се казва, че е енергийното сърце на България. Този празник ще има много музика, ще има много гости, ще има много хубаво настроение, което ще бъде истински празник. Нека да положим тези кристали в родопската земя, защото те са не просто заредени със светлина, мир и любов, те ще бъдат нашия символ и нашето послание, че България трябва да бъде обединена, че нашата санга трябва да бъде обединена, че трябва да обединим в сърцата си идеята за светлина, мир и любов. Тази енергия ще вложим в кристалите. Тези кристали ще вложим в родопската земя. Тези кристали ще излъчват тази енергия не само за нас, не само за нашите деца, а за децата на нашите деца. Те ще излъчват тази енергия за много поколения напред. Те ще излъчват тази енергия с хубавия български израз от народните приказки, докато свят светува. Нека да направим този празник на съединението заедно. Родопите са далеч, те са далече от София, те са далече от морето, но няма пространство, няма разстояние, няма време. Нека да бъдем заедно, нека се съберем всички заедно. Така че на 5 и 6 септември чакаме ви в Родопите да празнуваме заедно. С музика, с родопско настроение, с вкусни родопски манджи, с много усмивки и да кажа, че това са почивни дни и имаме много хора, които ще се стекат към Родопите, така че е хубаво по-утраничко да запазим за хората от сангата, които искат да дойдат в хотели. Мога да кажа...
Нямахме шанс да преведем нито една дума на Гуру и е малко не е окей. Поне да му кажа с 2 думи какво си казала.
Да, добре.
I apologize, Guru. I didn't have chance to translate because Anelia is so excited. So we are doing this celebration of the Union of Bulgaria, 6th of September in Rodopi Mountain. Actually, this mountain never fall under any war. So it is the energy heart of Bulgaria. So she sincerely from her heart mind invited everyone to participate in this reunion of Sangha and for Bulgaria to celebrate together, to charge the crystals with light, peace and love. And she is sincerely invite everyone, knowing very well that Rodopi Mountain is far away from Sofia, from the sea. Nevertheless, let's Sangha united and celebrate together this special occasion on the 5th and on the 6th of September. Thank you, Anelia.
И също така да отбележим, нека бъде и нашия празник с завръщането на Гуру като наш любим учител в България.
Let's be our celebration day for returning of the teacher, Guru, in Bulgaria. Okay.
So
So
let's celebrate together.
thank you, Guru, for your wisdom, and with humility, we really cannot wait to see you in Bulgaria. Thank you, Guru. Thank you so much.
Yeah. No more announcement?
One more announcement.
Дарани.
One more announcement. Направихме много хубав сайт за зареждането на кристали. Може би, ако имате възможност да преведете на Гуру. И бих искала този сайт.
Darani is announcing the creation of the website of the crystal charging.
И много бих се радвала, ако споделите този сайт с повече хора, с повече приятели, с повече близки, които могат да се включат в нашата активност.
If we can share this site with our friends, relatives. Дарани, моля да го споделиш сайта.
Да. И другото, което да кажа, на това събитие ще има и много други гости, защото много хора извън сангата усетиха събитието от сърце и пожелаха да се включат като гости.
Very happy to inform us that at this event there will be many other guests out of the Sangha because they sincerely believe and feel that this is very special occasion and event, so they would like to participate.
There are many artists?
Yes, Guru. Also people from active sitting, they will do special exercises to make our body, the energy in our body to move easily and properly. We'll have a special music artist coming for the event. Also another people who work with spiritual path, they also feel this event very close to their heart. So yes, will be a real celebration of the union.
Okay, bravo, can't wait.
Да, Гуру не може да чака, за да участва.
Because actually 6th of September, it's our national celebration day, the day of the Bulgarian Union.
Okay.
So we make this day, we hope we make this day like celebration of our union, our hearts, our minds, our pure consciousness. Let's celebrate together. This is our slogan. Let's celebrate together, our union.
Let's celebrate.
Shall we close, Guru, with light, peace, and love?
So, Rumini?
Shall we close, Guru, with light, peace, and love, please?
Yes.
Okay, Guru, thank you. Нека да затворим